So, it's been going well. We're not at the end of the season yet. I did decide to come back for one more in between. We've got a friendly against Moldova. I know you're excited about that one. But after that, we're going home. It's College 75. Hello, my name's Damien, I'm that Track and Foot Manager, and welcome back to Europa FC. And yes, we are away in Moldova for a friendly before we visit, it doesn't matter, it's all the same stadium, College 75, to just see how far we've gone after we've poached both their fullbacks and their centre forward. But yes, it's going a little bit okay, I have to say. Last time you were here, you saw us beat Magpies 1-0 and Glasses 5-0. We then got a 1-1 draw away at Lincoln. Jake Wakeling scored very early on before getting sent off very late on. Magruder missed a penalty as well. We should have won that game. Very annoying. Apaya Forson sent off for them. Wakeling sent off for us. Not very good. College 75 at home, a 2-2 draw. Not good enough. We went 1-up to Olivero. Chikukwe equalised. 2-1 up. And Emrani equalised. Emrani is on the list of players I might poach, I have to say. I'm not sure. International? Oh, I called him up for the international side. Okay, fair enough. Of course I did. Then Mons Calpe at home, 5-1 win. Hernandez, Williams, Magruder, and 2 from Ndukwu. We hammered them. Magpies 4-0 win away from home. O'Driscoll with 2 of them. Hernandez and Emmanuel Williams, of course. O'Driscoll with a 10.0, by the way. Then we hosted Lincoln. And that went okay. Emmanuel Williams with 2 of them and Aaron O'Driscoll with the other one for a solid 3-0 win against the champions, the reigning champions, the best team in the country. St Joseph's at home was a 3-1 win. Magruder, Wakeling and Emmanuel Williams and Falevi scored 1 for them. And finally, Lynx in the Cup. I nearly came back for this one because it would have been the perfect pair of matches. Lynx knocked Hound Dogs out of the Cup. It was so nearly Hound Dogs, then College 75. It would have been perfect. Unfortunately, the game wasn't thinking about that for me. Wakeling got a hat-trick in this one. Hernandez and Olivero, we hammered Lynx. Lynx are a bottom half side, so that's fine. We'd expect that. So, College 75 away from home. Then it will be the end of the season after that. Gibraltar side, we've played 1 game since you were last with us. I'm pretty sure anyway. It was Curacao. We beat him 5-0. Apaya Forson with 1. Emmanuel Williams with another. Caetano, Borque and Galliano to round it all off. A fairly comfortable hammering of Curacao. We've got Moldova next. This one will not be easy. They are around us in the world rankings, but because they're in Europe, it goes down as their rankings are way lower than they should be. Curacao were ranked about 90th, I think. 89th, there you go. And we hammered them because the rankings are very unfair on European teams, if you didn't know this already. I'm sure you probably knew this already. But the rankings are extremely unfair on European teams. All of the bottom teams are all European. Teams like us and Andorra and San Marino and Faroe Islands and all that lot. But actually, a team like Curacao hasn't got a chance against us. And it's the same with other teams in that bracket. If you look through it, you'll find teams like Montserrat and... Well, let's just go look. Let's go look for the national ranking. World rankings. Scroll down to the mid-90s. What have we got? Georgia, you'd lose that. Haiti, you'd win that. Jordan, you'd win that. Equatorial Guinea, win. Angola, Iraq, meh. Togo, you'd probably beat. Uganda, you'd beat. The Gambia, you'd definitely beat. El Salvador, you'd beat. See, but you could scroll down further and find Belarus, who hammered us last time we played them. Because it's unfair on European teams. That sunk in yet? Beautiful. Let's go play some football. We have got, as I just said, Moldova. I need to say Montenegro. Moldova in a friendly. We've got a chance of winning it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's going to be a tough one. If we play the way we can, we'll be alright. Some of these are starting to show reasonable ratings, which is a change because, yeah, it was always difficult to get any kind of rating out of this team. But if we can get a win here, having just smashed Curacao, we can keep the morale up going into that Nations League group that we're about to get. It hasn't been drawn yet. Suddenly we will look at that thinking we're gonna get promoted. You've got to look at that Nations League group and get promoted now. What's the mood in the dressing room tonight? We're good. What makes Ethan John a good leader? Nothing much. Are we confident? Yeah, go on then. A shout out to Loki Doki, who almost certainly isn't watching this, but he did a video last Friday saying, basically, advertising, giving other creators the chance to advertise their own work. And I appreciate every one of you who's come across from there, because I know a few of you have. And it's lovely to see you. I hope you're enjoying it. Quite awesome. 19 seconds into the match. That's a bit more like it. I can't remember if he is a recent convert to Gibraltarianism. Tickle me, I don't know why. I can't remember if he's a recent convert or not. I think he probably is. But he's, that's why it's his second goal in as many games. And it's a lovely little finish as well. Tucked in the bottom corner. B-E-A, beautiful. Pause. Are you new? Information. Ghanaian or English? Yes, I must have convinced him quite recently. Debut 9/2025, yeah. So, not long ago I converted him. There are still an annoyingly long list of players who are not considering it, which is annoying when you consider who they currently play for, or eligible for, I should say. There is still the case of the Lincoln goalkeeper who's got a Polish name which I can't remember or really pronounce, and he's still constantly refusing to turn because he wants to play for Poland. It's like, I'm sure you want to play for Poland, maybe you're never gonna. He's not that good. So I keep asking him every 3 months or so, and every 3 months or so he says, "Oh, I'll consider it. What are you going to try and do to convince me?" And every time I say, "Oh, all the options," and I still get neck every neck. Hercules is far one into the back of that, and you know what? I'm starting to suspect we might be better than we think we are, or than I think we are. Anyway. And this happened, if you remember, with San Marino, where we suddenly turned a corner and were able to hammer teams, and it came out of absolutely nothing. This team is better than the one we started with, don't get me wrong. It's got Reino Hercules in it, it's got a Player Force in it, it's got Marco Rosa in it. And Beckwith at right back is a big upgrade on what was there. But it's not that much better that we should be able to suddenly hammer Moldova or Curacao or anyone like that. Ramuni wins an easy header. Hercules, we're off again, puts it in front of a Player Force for another one. And he's hit the keeper, unlucky there. And 13 minutes in, we should be out of sight over the hill. And the Player Fortson, if he keeps this up, is going to break Dylan Borke's record. Cross comes in and it's headed away well. Bayramov, maybe. To Tokarev, and it's intercepted by a Player Fortson. There's two in front of him. Is he going to make the pass? I mean, it's a dreadful one. Hercules will set off running now, and he is very good, Reino Hercules. I'm delighted to have him. Beckwith's cross, and Williams loses out. Ratatata, to Oleg, who is one of the meerkats, I think. Rosa to a Player Fortson, and Ndukwu. Oliveira's making a sort of inside run. Ndukwu puts it across. Williams probably offside. No, he wasn't. Emmanuel Williams was not offside. That'll be his third. And yeah, I don't know where this has come from. Moldova are ranked a couple of places below us. I think we're like 184 and they're 189 or something like that. This should not be this easy. I mean, we're not going to be 184 anymore if we win this comfortably, and we've also smashed Curacao. But we need Nations League results. We need to beat Nations League teams in competitive matches. Competitive. The UEFA think it's competitive. That's close enough. We need to go into those games winning. We need to beat the Faroe Islands and Malta and San Marino and whoever else we get drawn with. Chuck a praise out there, because we are smashing them. It's not even close. They haven't got a shot on target yet. Rylene hits a long ball. I nearly started singing Dolly Parton then, and I didn't. And I want you to be grateful for that. Chuck a like in the comment. Chuck a like on this video for me not singing Jolene by Dolly Parton, okay? And Ndukwu. I mean it, or I'll start singing it anyway. And Ndukwu's buried, by the way. We're 4-0 up in half an hour. And isn't it nice to be scoring all the goals rather than conceding all the goals? It's quite a pleasant experience, isn't it? And you know what? This 4-2-4 that we've been using for the club side for so long, it does work even against middle tier teams. I know Moldova aren't one of those. But actually, yeah, I'm confident and happy. I really want to see that draw. And to be fair, this is probably the international window where that playoff's happening, I imagine. the early one of the year. So probably we're about to find out the draw. Baramov hits one, and he's at the base of the post. Hankins doesn't react very well, and then fires it into his right back. Never mind. Rosa heads away, and Ratatata is there. To Oleg. Popescu heads it just over the top. And they're coming back into it. They have turned up. The bus was obviously late or something. There was a fire drill at the hotel and they just couldn't get their kit together. Right. I'm going to go for the full suite of changes at half time. We're doing brilliantly. Well done. Tactics. Let's go for the full suite. We've got 6 changes we can make. Beckwith off. I'm going to be selfish here as well, by the way. I'm going to hook my own players first. Beckwith comes off. Bokeh can go on for Emmanuel Williams. And Dukwu off. Honestly, it's a bit of a struggle remembering which one my players are. Galliano, but he's a right winger, isn't he? No, he's not. Let's do that then. We'll leave Hercules on because he plays for Lincoln. That's terrible, isn't it? Fire Fawson plays for Lincoln too, doesn't he? Yeah, leave him on. Marco Rosa? Lincoln, leave him on. Oliveira plays for College. No, he plays for me. Oops. That's a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? Matthew Blake can go do that job then. He also plays for me, but so does Robbie Mullen, and he's more likely to get the game. Chikukwa plays for College. We bring him on? For Caetano, maybe? Yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more change. Let's do a goalkeeping change. Let's get Robber on in goal. Yes. Go. Lovely stuff. Annesley at right back with the throw into Bokeh and Hercules. Rosa back to Ramuni. It's a little bit more considered and slow for the second half. Bokeh to Chikukwa. Big ball out to Hercules. Lovely pass. 3 in the middle. 4 in the middle. Bokeh's one of them. He'll cut back to Rosa who hits it. And goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. That's poor. Yeah, we're fighting that now. That's what I'm talking about. It's so poor. I mean, it's not even a good shot, is it? A goalkeeper just doesn't react. Suddenly, I don't feel quite so good about winning this game so comfortably. More praise. More praise, Vicar. Kajagugu? Kalejoglu. Okay. Mararu. Damascus to Mararu. Like a Subaru, but not. More Subaru. More Raru. Crosses in, and the header's just over the top from Ponomarev. Just taking a piss out of names now, it's going to go badly. Damascus, who's someone from the Syrian capital. That's not taking a piss, that's just very clever. Very, very clever. What are you doing? That back pass. If I was the goalkeeper, I would have come out and picked him up by the throat for back passing it on target while I'm still lying on the floor. Absolutely disgusting. Anyway, Annesley's got the throw in. Here's Bokeh. We are tiring out Hercules. I do feel a little bit bad. It does feel like cheating. I'm going to be honest. Keeping rival players on the pitch while substituting my own. Chikukwa scores to make it 6-0, by the way. That's his first goal for Gibraltar. Beautiful stuff. This side is coming together. What it doesn't have anymore is the huge holes. Goalkeeper. Oh my god, I genuinely think I'm better than that guy. Oh dear. You know what? Sod it. Shoot on sight. But yeah, there's nothing... Like, you look at that team sheet right there, for as long as it's there before we score another goal. And there's nothing obviously bad about it. We've got good, but not great goalkeepers. If we can... Kurliovic, that was his name. If we can convince Kurliovic to become Gibraltarian instead of Polish, Galliano's hit the post, no one reacts, so he has another go and buries it, and it's 7. Has the goalkeeper touched the ball apart from to distribute it yet? I mean, there's just no reaction, is there? He hits the post, and then he's just like, oh, I'll have another go then if you're offering. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, we've got Beckwith at right back and Mullen at left back, both very good defenders who are both in their teens. Perfect. Centre half could be slightly better. Ramuni's not bad. Jolly's not amazing. But there are still some out there that... Oh, Ramuni, that's the most blatant foul you'll see. Referee, give him something. Chikukwa going out wide. Apaya Force and Galliano, I mean, the Q forms in the middle. Who was that? Borke? He's the one who missed. Apaya Forson could have got himself a second or possibly third. I've lost count. No bookings in the game. This is what you want to see. Ponomorov to Kotruta. Pratea to Deliana, who was the Minbari woman in Babylon 5. I'm going with the niche references. That's where I am at the minute. Jolly completely misses the header, but it still finds its way through. The cross comes back across, and Annesley wins that one well. Kotruta. Across the goal line. We've given away a penalty. Ramuni slid and fouled Mararu. I didn't see anyone go down. I don't know about you. Can they get one back? Come on, Jamie Robber. Come on, son. Show why you should be in the... Never mind. Just had a moment, then I had to look and check that it was recording, because for a second I thought I'd forgotten to press the button. Never mind. Good penalty. I love it goes off his hands and his hips. Yeah, what about it? Go on and go get the other 6. No, don't. Please don't. Kotruta sends it back to the centre-half. Dumbravanu, probably. Blake should mop this one up nicely. Inside to Jolly. Lovely stuff. And Chikukwa loses out, but Galliano will pick it up on the wing. Apaya Thornson's in front of him. Doesn't look. Never mind. Rosa to Apaya Thorson. Back to Rosa. There's 40 seconds to play. Can we get one more? Galliano to Apaya Thorson. In front of Chikukwa, doesn't quite get there. Chikukwa can cut this one back, though. Galliano blocked away. Chikukwa might have been offside, technically speaking. Everyone's hitting defenders. Everyone's hitting everything except for net. Galliano goes around his man. Deep cross to the back post, far too deep in the end. Hercules can put it back in again, though. Loses out. And is fouled, weirdly. I don't think so, but never mind. Blake fires in the free kick. It's not good. Not at all good. Rosa, it should be the end of the match, really, shouldn't it, ref? Put a bullet in it for their sake. There we go. I mean, a bit of a douche move to give 2 minutes of overtime when we've hammered them like this, but never mind. Good performances you'll see. Beautiful stuff. And that's where we are with the national team in a minute. We'll keep an eye out because the draw. I feel like the draw should be soon. McElway came out to watch his players play 90 minutes. Right, I'm back in a minute for what are we even doing? College. Oh, that was the playoff there, so it might be right now. Whole team meeting. Doing okay, brilliant, well done, yeah. Lovely. So here we go. This is the one we actually care about. We are away at College 75. We have Banda in goal with Mullen, Olivero, O'Driscoll and Beckwith as the back four. Swiderski and Conlon in the middle. Magruer and Ndukwu on the wings. Wakeling and Williams up top. It is a strong side, even if the match sharpness has gone to pot. We're in that game every 2 weeks bit of a season, which I really don't like. But I'll start firing in some friendlies towards the end of the season. We're doing well. Let's go. They are playing their new goalkeeper, which I signed for them before I left. Palawowski, is it? Something like that. It's lovely. Magruer, yeah, good. Oliveira, yeah, why not? Palowski, is it? I don't remember his name. It's annoying because I signed him. No, not that one. Oi, I was looking at that. Beckwith throws into Conlon. 5 minutes on the clock. Beckwith swings in the cross this time. Swiderski from deep. Headed it wide. Polakovsky. He's called Polakovsky. Told you. Beckwith with the throw in. It's green versus green out there. This whole green and black outfit that we've got, by the way, it does kit clash for a couple of teams. I'm probably never going to be able to show you a game against, I think it was Man 62? I don't remember exactly who it was against, but basically I've got to remember to never show you them because it was black versus black with the referee in black. It was dreadful. I had no idea what was going on. Luckily they did. And Ndukwu over the top to Williams. Hits one first time and buries it. That's lovely from Williams. His 9th of the season. We haven't got a draw for the cup, but what did come up in the news was Williams is on for Young Player of the Year, and who was the other one? One of our players is on for Player of the Year as well, and I can't for life of me think who. Never mind. Good solid hit, 6 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. And now that they are happy playing this formation, that's shocking from Beckwith, though. Chikukwa runs it with defence. O'Driscoll comes across, wins it well. What a block that is. And Banda just picks up the pieces. Short to Olivero. Lincoln are playing Mons Calpe. It might have been Mons Calpe. I can't think who it was. Whoever are they're playing black. And because it goes down as being green that we play, and even though it's 90% black, it just went down to Kit Clash. It was horrible. I don't understand how we can play against Europa like this, to be honest. Against College 75 like this. Because this is green versus black. We should be in our pink kit. But never mind. And I don't want it to get this too much like FIFA, but I do sometimes feel like there should be a button to say, which kit do you think you should play in this time? Be nice. Banda, ready to distribute. He's going to bowl it out to Olivero, I guarantee it. In his own time, of course. Oh, never mind, it's a hoof. Hoof down the left wing to Magruer, who loses out. Mullen intercepts. Mullen's off and running. He's picked an interesting route, but the cross comes in deep, and Duckwood from deep has scored, and lots of things happen from deep, and we're 2-0 up. And that ball from Mullen was gorgeous, by the way. He was running in a weird direction, but that ball was absolutely lovely. And then Duckwood, not a hope of offside. He's so far behind Brito. Got the run on him. Watch this ball come in. Absolutely gorgeous. Half an hour gone. 2-0 up and cruising, you have to say. Again, they haven't had a shot on target yet. We are 5 points... Oh, I didn't see that. We're 5 points ahead of St. Joseph's in a race of about 250 grand. We're joint top with Lincoln. If they win their game, we'll stay joint top with Lincoln. Conlon, ball from deep. Polakovsky picks it up. Not a good cross. First time volley forward, though, and straight to Mullen. Don't know why he's done that. Magruer. Back to Mullen. And Olivero. If we can get a goal before half-time, I'll make some substitutions at half-time for fitness. Olivero to Mullen. To Olivero. To Swiderski. Mullen again. To Swiderski. I'm pretty sure Mullen's got like a 6 for crossing as well. I seem to remember he's a really good left-back, but not a particularly good wing-back. Swiderski's through! And he's hit the keeper. The keeper was already on his way down. Brito with a throw-in. Half a minute left to play. Galliano, who I might poach. Galliano's on the list of players I might poach. Grubb to Emrani, who's also on the list of players I might poke. Here's Hopper at right back. Cut back to Chikukwa, blocked away. O'Driscoll hacks it clear to Magruer. And the counter's on. And Duckwu. Still going. And still going. Beckwith in support if he needs him. Doesn't look like he does. And Duckwu's run 70 yards. Puts the cross in deep. Swiderski's under it. And it's just onto the... Give that man an assist, Swiderski. You selfish man. That run deserved an assist. Doing brilliantly, keep it up. I think I'm still going to make some changes for fitness. Because we are struggling. Jessup can come on up top for Wakeling. Luca Murphy at centre-half. This one is a gamble, I will grant you. Oh, hang on. No, can't do that. Right, who do I have to take? Who do I have to bring on? If I bring on Hernandez, who is any of these? Is Spasov, I'm assuming, isn't. Izzy Brown is English. So I have to bring on Anthony Hernandez for... Magruer, who's on a booking, that makes sense. Then I'm allowed to bring on Luca Murphy for Jace Olivero. I could have just brought him on for O'Driscoll, but never mind. Triple subbage at half-time when only 2-0 up is ambitious. This might go horribly wrong. But, you know, I like College 75. Bless them. I wouldn't mind giving them some points. Cottrell hacks a ball from somebody away, and Chikukwa has it in the middle to Grubb, and here's Stewart. O'Driscoll comes forward. Doesn't challenge him. Taya or something. Grubb to Galliano, sends it all the way back to the keeper. Jessup's closing, doesn't get there. O'Driscoll knocks it down to Stewart, good of him. And Stewart scrubs it wide. Stewart's one of those I probably would poach if he were Gibraltarian, but because he's Scottish, he'll probably get the nationality anyway, but he won't get the homegrown status. I don't think he will, because he's too old. I want to clarify that as well. That was mentioned in the comments a few videos ago. I'm recording ahead. About whether someone will qualify for citizenship or qualify for homegrown status or whatever. And Swiderski was mentioned as, he will. He will qualify as Gibraltarian in 500 days, but that's not enough for the squad status. The squad status requires you to have been trained at a club in Gibraltar for 3 years before you turn 21. And that's what he doesn't have, and he will never have because he's already over 21. And that's the biggest problem with the squad selection status. We're going to have to go out. What a hit from Hernandez. Bearing in mind I brought him on to make up the numbers. They're 3-0 up, 61st minute. We're quite good. This side is quite good. It is amazing what you can do with a budget and with training time. And yeah, we need to be turning this team into the best team in Gibraltar like now. Really quickly. That's my job. I want a group stage in Europe in the next 3 years. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, what we're going to have to do going forward, what I was talking about before I was rudely interrupted by that goal, is we're going to have to go out and find 18 and under year olds. In fact, 17-year-olds from all over the place. We're going to have to go out and find some children. We're going to have to go and groom some children for the... No. But yeah, we're going to have to go child hunting. Child snatching, if you will. That ball, I mean, if someone had run after it, we'd have had a chance there. Big hoof from Polakovsky, and Murphy has to win that, and does beautifully. Hernandez to Swiderski. Williams to Jessup. Beckwith. In front of Nduk, we've got to finish it, and does, and my does he. He's not messing around. Polakovsky looked like he was staring down headlights then, didn't he? This is why I moved, for the record. This is why I moved. Next season, win the league outright and comfortably. That's the job. And, like I say, 3 years. 3 years I want a group stage in Europe. Or possibly, ideally less. But in 3 years I want a group stage in Europe. Heaton chips one forward. And Beckwith will pick up the pieces. To Ndukwu. Conlon to Ndukwu again. Conlon chips it forward. Swiderski, free and easy. Tucks it in. First goal of the season. Not going to get an easier one than that. And it's 5. Oh, the editing. I wasn't expecting the video to go on too long. The editing this is going to take to put in all these goals. It's quite something, isn't it? Beautiful chip forward. I don't know, but I've done them a favour by signing Polakovsky for them. I'm not going to lie. They've got our lad on loan. I can't remember what he's called now. The guy I signed on loan from Europa. I can't remember what he's called. He'll be around somewhere. Is that him? Can I click on him? No? Williams with a header in at 6. Oh dear. Now I'm starting to feel bad. I am now starting to feel bad. I'm not comfortable with this. We shouldn't be smashing. Can I click on him? No. I mean, that's just awful from Felipe's. If only they had a decent left back, eh? Whoops. Sorry. Beckwith, big ball forward. Anaya wins it well. Back to Polakovsky and hooked clear. What we're going to do in the summer is we're going to really have a cull of non-Gibraltarian players. Swiderski's probably on that list because he's good, but he's not that good. And I think we can agree, judging by this performance and the fact that we've taken Lincoln over in a 4 or 5 point head start in a few games and beaten them comfortably. I think we can argue that this side realistically can stand to be just a little bit worse. Chikuk was through. Oh, it's a lovely little dink. Fair play. Clean sheet bonuses out the window, but, we could use the money. Someone like Swiderski, who's a very good centre midfielder, but he's far from being the very best. If he was replaced by, let's say, just staring at their team sheet, Emrani, who's also a very good midfielder, but he's Gibraltarian, that could make all the difference in terms of squad selection. Because we're nearly there. But having signed Beckwith and Mullen and Williams, it's rare that I trip over the squad selection rules now. But we need to just get a couple more in. And in doing so, get rid of a couple of non. I think it is... What is the left winger called who I subbed off? The Scotsman? I've forgotten. Chikuk has got to be offside, hasn't he? Yeah. Lovely finish again. McGrewer. He will get citizenship in time. So he will qualify maybe next year, possibly only the year after, I can't remember. Oh, that's not as close as I thought it was. Get the praise out there. We're looking good and solid. I mean, we won 6-1. Can't do a lot more than that. We'll just hang around for just a second. About as good as when you're like Lizzie, that's the spirit. We'll just hang around for a second and see if we can get what happens to Lincoln. We're good. It's football. Williams is good. So that's the full league table. We're 3 points ahead of Lincoln, but they haven't played their game yet. This is the one for Champions League qualification, which, by the way, we really want. Because the great thing, and this is Aussie Villains... Oh, they drew 2 each! They They drew against Mons Calpe of all teams. Wow, right. That puts us 2 points clear at the top and 5 points clear at the top of the one that has the money in it. What have we got left? We've done Lincoln both times, haven't we? Where have my month dividers gone? Never mind. Yeah, we've got Mons Calpe, St. Joseph's, and Magpies. We've got to beat Mons Calpe. We've got to beat Magpies. St. Joseph's should beat, might be tricky, but as long as we beat the other two, we won't fall behind them. We'll be back for the last game of the season. We'll come back. Well, we'll come back for possibly both, possibly only one, depending on how it's going. Yeah, it's going all right. Is how it's going. Oh, the mumps came back. There. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you again to all you newcomers who have decided to stick around. It's been lovely to have new faces commenting and mentioning how they think this is a good challenge and everything. At the minute, it doesn't seem particularly challenging. We haven't lost a game since before I got here. But, you know, things change. I'm Ofsky. Thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.